much. All right, here's our final one. It's uncertainty. And the uncertainty performance domain, it addresses activities and functions associated with risk and uncertainty. Projects exist in environments with varying degrees of uncertainty, and uncertainty presents threats and opportunities that project teams explore and assess and then decide how to handle. Uncertainty, in the broadest sense, is a state of not knowing or unpredictability. There are many nuances to uncertainty, such as risk associated with not knowing future events, ambiguity associated with not being aware of current or future conditions, complexity associated with dynamic systems, with unpredictable outcomes, and many others. So when you think about uncertainty, think about risk, but don't just think about the negative, think about positive risks and how to harness them. ChatGPT is an example of a positive risk. This time last year, who even knew the word GP? GP, what's that? But back in the United Kingdom, the only GP we know is a general practitioner that sees you for health reasons. Now we got a new GP, it's GPT, and it really transforms. The T is for transforming, because it transforms lives. So if you were in a state of doubt about whether AI is going to affect the world, and you were in that uncertain state, well, now we're more certain. But a lot of people, they remain uncertain about technology and the future because they choose to. We don't want to be like that. Let me show you one more time what the PMI is saying your mindset needs to be. Address activities and functions associated with risk and uncertainty. AI is one, but you got to capitalize on the opportunity. I'm just using this as an example. There's no mention of GPT in this article, okay? It says, there are many nuances to uncertainty, such as risk associated with not knowing future events, ambiguity with not being aware of current or future conditions, complexity associated with dynamic systems, with unpredictable outcomes, and many others. So for this, I would just encourage every project manager to jump aboard managing uncertainty, especially with technology and AI. You see how I smuggled that in there? Wasn't part of the agenda. What are your thoughts, Daryl?
I'm going to be completely transparent with you, Phil. It sounds like that this domain is really it touches you in many ways because of your project leadership course that me and Edward are in, and I feel that that's very important to you.
Thank you. Absolutely. That's true. Thank you, Daryl. You're right. You're right. Ed, what are your thoughts about the uncertainty domain?
You know what, Phil? This is one of my favorites. And you're probably saying, well, why is this one of your favorites? I'm glad you asked, because see, uncertainty, I want to remix this, Phil, if you don't mind, if we, take a step back. I will call this, are we there yet? And reason why I say that is because when I was growing up, before, we used to get on planes and automobiles. I'm not that old, but the whole point, we used to take road trips. And me being young, I would always ask that question to my mother, Mom, are we there yet? And she was like, no, not yet, but we're close. And the uncertainty, which created the anxiety, because I was excited about where we're going. And when you look at that, when you correlate that to project management, and you're looking at, as a project manager, there is a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of risk and issues and things that come up. Yet along the journey, watch this, you have the opportunity to think about those things and put corrective actions in place, and just in case they do not happen. So the uncertainty really is what makes project managing so exciting, because you never know once you open up door number one, what you're going to get. So I'll land with that. Thank you, Phil.
Wow. I love that. We need a video on that, Ed. Yes, Tom.
So this also challenges project managers to learn about emotional intelligence, leadership for once, and also the ability to think outside the box when it comes to this domain. This really hits home for me, especially because I'm still growing as a project manager and trying to handle situations that you're not used to, it's really key to understanding yourself, understanding the knowledge that you have, and being able to be humble within yourself to not enforce, but influence in many ways you can think of when it comes to this domain.
I love it, gents. Thank you so much for your breakdowns. We're going to wrap this up now. For those of us who are already PMP certified, you're probably saying, okay, we got the domains. What else do I need to understand?